Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as the Silent on Ascension 9, which basically says bosses are tougher, which I believe means more hit points. We're facing off against Hexaghost. I always like seeing him at the top, just because that's the one boss you can kind of like limp across the finish line. Alright, so we got 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. If we were so inclined to take on a Burning Elite. Or we could come up through here to this campfire and then go up through here maybe? Or here if we're like bleeding. Yeah, something like that seems good. Okay, so basically we're looking at 3 hallway fights, campfire, elite campfire, and then somewhat of a rough second half. So it's kind of incumbent upon us to get strong early in the first half of the act. I'm guessing this is going to be stronger than upgrade a card. Not so much. Ceramic fish can be helpful. I like it when there's times where you're at a shop and you like budget everything that you want and you're just shy, so you buy the cards first and then suddenly you have enough money. Other than that, the ceramic fish is one of those unsung heroes, I guess you could say, where it's such a nickel and dime. Because, you know, eventually it gets to a point where you stop adding cards. You know, like it's at a position with Singing Bowl, for example. Alright, let's see. Down to 13. Do not have lethal, so let's just full block here. 13's pretty easy to pull off with this starter deck. Oof. Okay, just do full block again. I think 13 is reasonable. That'll work. Alright. Just as things were getting out of control. That was a little scary. Go with the Blade Dance. It's 12 damage for 1 energy, which is great, and you can split it up, which is great, but it is a skill. So that's not so good versus Gremlin Knob. I think we take 1 damage here to do an extra 6 to him. Nice. A lot of damage there. Good. So the Jawworm didn't get out of hand like the Cultist almost did. I mean, Choke does play well with Blade Dance. But perhaps more to the point, it's the only usable attack there, so let's just go for it. Okay. 20 and 21. With 2 energy, we could do 12, 18, 21. Alright, that's exact lethal over here. There we go. And 9 again, 21. Alright. Good. 21, 21, 1 down, 1 down. You took 1 whole damage there. Tough call. I think if it was Guardian, I would take the Poison Stab. I think I'll take the Sucker Punch here. less damage but more weak. It's survivability wrapped into one. We could do some damage with choke, but let's just do full block here. Hey, look at that. Full block thanks to the sucker punch. Already paid for itself. Okay. There's 12 here, and then 12 here. Nice and clean. Is it too soon for accuracy? Let's try it out. Endless Agony, when I was a newer player, I kind of liked that card. And then it kind of fell out of favor, I guess you could say. Alright, first upgrade. Neutralize. It's good on 2 out of the 3, including him. Alright, so hopefully we draw, I was just going to say, hopefully we draw accuracy ahead of Blade Dance. I think I will neutralize here, in case next is, if we draw Blade Dance and Sucker Punch next turn, this will make a difference. Because Blade Dance will be our cue to open, and then, yeah, so we're going to open regardless. It's a good opening turn, I would say. So now Sucker Punch will be something we drew, which will add to our survivability, which, yikes, not much survivability going on here. That's better. Blade Dance, good. Weakness will start racking up. That'll be helpful. And we're about to reshuffle, so that neutralize comes right back to us. Maybe not necessarily like this hand, but hey, in fact it did. And this is all the block we can muster, so we might as well continue to rack up that weakness. Especially since Sucker Punch does a little bit more damage than Strike. The ratio is too good to pass up. Yeah, so close, that sucks. So we're going to take some damage here. But should be over next turn. That's not too bad. Paper Crane, wow. I am so glad I took the Sucker Punch. Excellent. Well, that does play with the Paper Crane. And with this Campfire, we can upgrade the Sucker Punch, and now our weakness game is great, which is direct survivability. So I think I'm confident coming this way, as opposed to this way. Lantern, actually that does help, especially since we just picked up another 2-cost card. So turn 1 Choke or Crippling Clouds, that much more viable. But I think we don't choke here, mostly because we do have a treacherous second half of the act, and the exchange rate on Survivor is quite good. So I want to try to mitigate what we can here. I think we let Crippling Cloud come back around. One nice thing about Crippling Cloud is that the poison strips the artifact and then the weakness sticks. I'm willing to let it come back around though, because with the days coming through, we're going to be able to play fewer cards per hand. So having the 2 cost come back around. I think I'm going to pop his artifact first. Maybe going here would have been better. It's just trying to figure out. You can never tell because when the days come back around. Okay. So close. All right. I guess we kill. Don't want to discard a daze, but I do like not losing 2 damage, 2 health, excuse me. Excuse me. Alright. Can't believe he's made it this long with his artifact intact there. There we go. Playing both of these is the only way to get the weakness to stick. Let's do it in this order, that way we also get the poison to stick. A little bit of damage, and of course we take 6 more, which is not fun. But it is Hexaghost, and we do have a good weak game overall. There we go, it's over. 3 plus 2 is greater than 4. Choke him out. There we go. And Chaku plays well with the Blade Dance. Noxious Fume, Scaling, and AoE. Okay. Alrighty. The last elite cannot be the sentries, so there is that to consider. Once again, I think we skipped the choke. Unless choke can help us to do, what, 35 damage this turn? Let's check that out. 12 and 12 is 24, and 7 is 31. So yeah, we got it. By no small margin. Very good start. As long as both of these don't attack at the same time, we should be good. I can place that up here. The Blade Dance is already in the discard pile, so I could see it going both ways. Because he attacked, he's more likely to attack next turn, so putting the 6 here instead might have been okay. More setup there, and then that's full block. And for that reason, I will start here. Also, having attacked rather than setting down the power would have contributed to the Nunchaku. We do not have what it takes to kill. So let's put some Mass Weak down. And that. And let's see. He's got more. There we go. Fight is over. We lose 2 more damage. 2 more health. And now we could just pass, but I think I'd rather play 1 attack just to get that Nunchaku all primed for the next fight. Speed potion, alright. Backflip. Alright, what's in the shop? Wow, okay. The math here is going to be a little wonky. So 157, 209, 287, 362, which we do not have. But if we add 18 gold, that's exactly 362. I hate to say it, but that is our density. So we'll just add. There we go. Beautiful. Wow. Spot on. It's fun to see. It's actually not that uncommon from what I've seen. Okay, so setting this down means we will have to start next turn because he will have poison next turn. We could start now just to get the weakness rolling. But we do have another power. We have Crippling Cloud, so maybe we wait. Also, we would float an energy from the Nunchaku. So it's sad to open up with so much of our weak in the discard pile, but I do think it might be the better option here. I suppose I could have drawn Potion. Yeah, wow. Okay. Let's see if we can find accuracy. Oh, that's so good. Yes. Very good. And now this gets another energy, which means we can now do this. I would say that's a good opening turn. Okay, we'll just block what we can, I guess. There's some weakness. I think I'll go ahead and drink this. That's a potion that, unless you have like orange pellets, it's hard for me to know when's a good time for it. The point was once made that if you have multiple cards for it to benefit, you probably don't need it, and then if you don't, you're not going to get much value out of it. So it's a difficult one to play. Not thrilled about the blue candle there, but okay, let's see here. Slice does play into some of the stuff we're doing here, but with the accuracy Blade Dance package, I think maybe keeping the deck down is better than picking up a slice. Although we did pick up the backflip, so I think we skip. Keep that Shiv package nice and tight if at all possible. This gets us an extra energy. Boom, boom, boom. That's less than 18. Look at that. First turn kill on a Jawworm. Yikes. Wasteful turn, that one. Okay. Only 3 energy. Well, you know what? With this, these become 36. So that's all. Oh! If only there was a way to do it that didn't involve that. Footwork! Wow, we are power heavy already. But scaling block is a good thing, so. So much so, in fact, I think that's our upgrade. We're walking in with 16. We do have a good weakness package, and the fight is single target, so if we had gone without the survivability option, it wouldn't have been bad, I don't think. Alright, I guess we just skip the choke. There we go. Get that weakness. He's basically going to be weak the whole fight. And that's fine by me. Okay. No need for the card draw here in case we were to draw powers. We want to be able to set them all down. Especially footwork, because that'll make even our regular defense adequate. Much more. In fact, here I'll just go ahead and do the full block thing. We are on a race, so playing a strike there instead of a defend wouldn't have been the worst decision, especially with the Nunchaku, but alright. Good damage there. Oh, look at that. Nunchaku lets us play our whole hand and full block. That's a very good turn. And we're at a decent pace, I would say. Choke would do a lot of damage. But let's do the full block thing. Those blade dances hit very hard now that we have 2 accuracies. Love to have them upgraded. Okay, we will defend for the burn. Ooh, scary turn. He's threatening to do 8. Well, that sorts that out while giving us more options. Fantastic. Oh, Nunchaku value. Even more damage. Yeah, we're getting towards the end here. Again, I think we skipped the choke. Alright, so it's down to the wire. But I don't see that as being necessarily problematic or indicative of a bad deck setup. There we go. And look at that. We're perfectly set up for the beginning of Act 2. Strength Potion could go a ways with those Shivs. We have 2 of these and we haven't used them yet, so let's go ahead and replace one of those. Die, die, die gives us AoE that we do not have. Sure. I could see going without it, actually. Just because we're already up to 21. It would be on 1 and 22. So say we have an AoE fight. Right. We might not even get to it till our 5th hand. And then as far as like single target, it's 13 for 1, which is great, but these start off as 12 for 1 and then grow, obviously. So we can hit individual targets pretty heavy, which means, and we already have some AoE scaling there. So I could see it going both ways here. I'm going to skip here. I think die, die, die would be okay, but I think I'm just going to skip here. Damn. I think it's Fusion Hammer. I think it has to be Fusion Hammer. I'm really glad that we got our weeks and our footwork upgraded. It's unfortunate we can't get the Shiv package upgraded, but that extra energy every single turn means we play more cards. We are power heavy. Having the extra energy means we can do that while still doing what we would otherwise be doing. 4 energy better supports both Choke and Crippling Cloud. And then obviously we don't want to screw ourselves out of gold because that's very strong. And we have the fish. The upside between the paper crane and the weakness that we have and our inability to smith at rest sites, we're probably going to be pretty healthy moving on. Anyways, that's going to do it for Act 1. So I thank you guys for joining me. I hope it was enjoyable for you. Please leave any comments that you have down below, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Take care.